Hey folks, fWhip here, and welcome to Empire's SMP Season 2. Today is a world tour and a world download. Woo! Yay! World download! Yay! Woo! That's what you're all saying, right? That's what you're all saying, right? Yeah? Okay, cool. Here we are at Spawn for a few quick housekeeping things before we set off to tour around the world and check out some things. First up, if you just want the world download and be able to explore all this stuff yourself, 1, subscribe. 2, leave a like on the video. 3, there's a link down in the description. And 4, before you don't pause yet. Don't pause. I already know I lost a bunch of people, but for those who are still listening, the world download link only supports a few hundred downloads per day before we overload the servers of the system I'm using. So if it doesn't work, just try again a few hours later or try again the next day and you should be able to get it. I promise it is posted there. If the link says it's dead, it just means it's overloaded for the day. So give it some time and then come back to it. Now, on top of that, for the sake of file size, because I haven't trimmed it down quite yet, but my plan is to delete the end dimension because there's not too much stuff out there, and I'll leave the other ones in because what I'm looking at right now is the file size is about 11 gigs, and that'll take some of y'all absolutely forever to download. Last housekeeping thing, well, one, I'm going to try and clean up the world as much as I can to get that down in size. And then the final one is this is only available on the Java edition. I'm currently in 1.19.1. You can update it to more modern ones and it'll work out totally fine. The texture pack will not be included, so you'll see everything in vanilla. So all of the horses and snort and all that stuff will just appear as a horse instead of a boar and those types of things. The texture pack is something that I've created myself. If you want the foliage version, that's for supporters over on my main channel who are members or Patreon supporters for my own community. And then everything else we had commissioned, and we did not get permission to share those downloads outside of what we had used on the server. So with that out of the way, let's jump around here. And this is Spawn. You should come somewhere in here. It is Spawn after all. This can send you into the Nether, and all of the pathways leading to people's bases and their own portals will be inside of there. But around us right here, we have everybody's towers and all that super cool stuff that is looking so very good. Right over here is mine for Gobland, and it's a little empty on the inside, but it's totally fine. Everybody decorated their own towers as they could to represent their empire, along with the spawn build that we have, where still all of the copper has not aged down, which is very funny. But from here to outside of spawn, you can kind of follow some loose pathways that we have. This one leads over to fWhip's base in the ancient capital, where he has a bunch of amazing buildings here. Most impressively, the castle up on the hill. He pretty much finished as much as he could for it, so be sure to check that out. He's got a cool aqueduct and all those things. I'm not going to dive too far into people's bases. I just want to give you a point of reference on how to get there from spawn. If you don't want to travel through the Nether, this will be your route to get there. We have the Great Bridge here that Pix also built, with a lot of people had some shops or just stations that they could give things out. Like I was giving out pork here at the weird goblin statue, which leads us over to Hermitopia. The join button, I'm sorry, it won't work. We ran something on the server to get that thing functioning. But you can go explore Hermitopia from the Hermitcraft crossover and check all of that stuff out. Behind it, Ollie has his festival that he hosted for everybody before the crossover happened. You can run around the pig racetrack if you would like to. That redstone still does work and everything in there. If you continue going east, you'll find Falsa's base, which is looking really cool. We got the blimp and all those other items over here. Just, you know, different builds you can go explore that you would like to. But if you head back north, you will see Stratos, you will see Chromia, and all those beautiful things, and spawn is right over there. That's still within render distance. You also can get to lower Stratos here if you want to, Joel's second empire that he built, and you can go check out everything Scott has going on in Chromia with all of the llamas. Now over this way, we have the toy barn, and we have the start of Gobland, where I have my own little farming district. We'll head out this way soon. If you follow those flowers, you'll get to the water, take a boat out that way, and you can get up to Catlandia, I believe, Catherine's base. But let's be honest here. Most importantly, we all want to see Gobland. Yeah, definitely. On the inside, the cavern is looking spectacular. Oh man, I haven't been in here for a few weeks, and this is a nostalgia trip to come and walk through here. Woo, that's looking real good. All right, you know what? Outside of lore reasons, I'm just going to go and turn this back on so you can get the full effect in Gobland, as if we brought it back and didn't give it to fWhip. But you have all that stuff. My storage room's in there. You can check out the Drip Tavern. Absolutely love that place where we ended off the series. Everything in here is pretty much ready to go. Not all of them have interiors, but I absolutely love the structures. Nether portal can get you in from there. And if you'd like to take a deep dark tour yourself, just jump on down that way, right down there. All right, I haven't seen it for a while. I want to run into the Drip. Hi, the bouncer's still here. Hey, buddy. Ooh, yeah, I missed this. Oh, I'm getting so nostalgic running through here. Oh, I still think this is my favorite interior I've ever designed. I love this place. Building interiors where you can hide them in the side of a cliff so you can have more space to work with is so fun. I have to check. I was told that this was emptied at the back. I don't know if these torches are somebody who had emptied it, but we're just gonna say for lore's sake, it's completely full. Sniff and Snort are both hanging down here in the pig pen as he is always on top of that spike. Always up there. Continue down the pathway. We have the giant gunpowder factory output over there that then has the rail leading on through Animalia, Lizzie's base, which comes up through all of these magical districts. And then you have the big gunpowder factory for TNT factory back there and everything else in Animalia going along this way. And it is, honestly, it's so cool. I love the theme of all the different colored districts. Lizzie did such a good job here. But if you want to follow the Sad Panda Trail, which from episode 1, that was my baby panda. And then Lizzie found the baby panda and brought it home and it died right here. But you can listen to Crab Rave as you're walking through it. So that's pretty fun. And then if you have a large enough render distance, you can actually see Pixar's castle, which is really cool. But heading on to the farthest northern empire, we have Catherine's base, which is right up here in Glimmergrove. Yeah, not Catlandia. That's definitely something else. Glimmergrave, something like that. But we got all the flower fields and the white and dark theme, so you can come check this out and explore it all that you would like to. And I believe if we head off this way, going directly east, we'll hit the ocean and or hitting Ollie's base somewhere out here. Yep, and here we have Ollie's base where he's got his little tents. He did his world tour and everything like that, and where he definitely died there at the end. Definitely 100% legitimate. And you can actually see Gem's base right over there. These two actually ended up connecting their bases on a tunnel through the mountains, so you can jump in from Ollie's side in here like this. And a quick trip to Gem's, you'll pop out behind her nether portal, but she's got the really cool fortress gatehouse up there for a castle of sorts, and then Dawn stretching down the coast here, which looks so cool along the edge. Wow, I didn't realize the raid farm was that close. I thought that was much farther away. Why did I never come to use that? But here we have Gem's entire empire, which is looking really, really cool. So you can come check this out too if you would like to. I'm honestly just having fun looking around this myself, so it gives me a great excuse to run around the server. But if you're one who prefers traveling by road, you can see this little path block pathway that if you follow this, it'll actually take us all the way back to Chromia. All of the northern empires, you know, good job on us who were in the north for uniting all of our bases together and everything like that. We did such a good job. A little pat on our own shoulders here. You can follow roads to get between all of us up there. I don't believe anything stretches out south beyond the Great Bridge. We connected into Pix because he was right next to spawn, but nobody else took the chance. So we're right back over here at Falsa's base. And then if you continue beyond Falsa's base across the savannah, eventually we'll reach the mangrove swamp where we have Shelby's. Right down this way. In here, we can drop into the swamp. I'll throw coordinates up on the screen right now if you want to come find Shelby's base if you're not using the nether, because there isn't a pathway leading here. But if you make it all the way down this way, it is looking pretty good. Definitely worth exploring around to, and not haunted at all. Definitely not haunted. No way. But I believe if you just go directly like west from Shelby's, we can find Jimmy's, and then we'll jump down to Sausage and Joey. Here we have one of our many mining deserts, and then the mesa somewhere. I mean, there's a little tiny mesa. This is the mesa I'm looking for. Jimmy's amazing, wonderful gunpowder farm. Toy Town HQ right down in there. And then the best buds over there with Joel's face getting blown off. And here we have Good Times with Scar's base on the server, right down here in a little villager trading hall. As hard of a time as we give Jimmy, I do want to give him a shout out because he always calls himself not a builder, but I'll be honest, he did such a good job this season and really just trying to build and having fun with it. So I definitely want to give him a shout out for that. He did a really good job. Down here in the southern jungles though, I am hoping to just start lagging really bad, meaning we're close to Sanctuary. Aha! Okay, we found Joey's base first and foremost with the giant skull all the way up there. And then he's got his cool little pirate town down here looking so very good, with the giant seahorses and everything, leading the gates out into the ocean or right into Sanctuary. The other gunpowder farm on the server, definitely not as good as our gunpowder factory. So, you know, this time, oh my gosh, my frames are suffering down here. But here we have Sausage's base, Sausage's nation. Is it even a base? I think it's a nation at this point. Ooh, look at all those trees leading up there. Oh, they look so good. Coordinates are up on the screen now if you want to see where to get to Sausage's base, if you're trying to explore by foot instead of jumping through the nether. But basically, if you get in the ocean at Gems and you just head straight south until you'll hit the land right over there, and then you take a left turn and you will eventually find everything going on here. It's kind of hard to miss. If you're anywhere in the vicinity, you will know that you're here. But that, my friends, is the quickest run around Empires SMP Season 2. I hope y'all did enjoy the season so very much. And I do hope y'all enjoy the world download. Please, please, please remember, if it does not work right away, it is posted there. Just give it a little while for all the other downloads to get throttled through. Now, if you haven't already, please be sure to leave a like on this video so more people inside of the Empires community can find it and get the download themselves. And be sure to subscribe to fWhip too if you haven't. But that, my friends, let me know your favorite moment from Empires SMP Season 2 down in the comments below. And with that, I'll catch y'all on the fWhip side. Secret Empires SMP spoiler for Season 3 is happening in